3, 2, 1. Welcome to the FOREX Trading Show. FOREX Trading Live. Every weekday morning. Real trades. Real profits. Zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Welcome, fellow Forex traders. I was up all night staring at gold. Yeah, that was fun. Hold on, I'm going to adjust the lighting real quick. Give me about 10 seconds. Let's try this. There you go. That's better. It's going to be very short. Gold acting absolutely batshit crazy. I guess this is the last pair for the year that the banks have collaborated on to move in the wackiest way. I really, really do expect a push up. If you look at news events, it's not the news that drives the market. It's the market that surfs off the back of the news for a reason to move the market. I think that's what's going on. We see it. I mean, we see it over and over and over again. Be careful. That's called a pattern. Patterns don't really exist. Our human brains want to find patterns. It simplifies things for us. This is the free signal trade. Absolutely sideways. The market is the slowest I have seen it. I expect that. It's December 17th. I mean, I haven't even looked at this. Let's go look. Christmas is when here? Let's see. I don't want that. Let's see. Yeah, Christmas is in a week. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You seen that thing on my calendar? That fucking Gmail now, every time you get some sort of spam message about having a Zoom call, it immediately adds it to your calendar. You got to go in and physically delete it. Thanks, Google. Appreciate that. Didn't want it, but I guess I'm getting it. This is the free signal trade. Nothing has changed. Same TP. It's Tuesday. Same TP. I think we entered this on Friday. 1.09815. That's just what's going on. Let's go look at overall volume. Again, I'm gonna make today quick. There's just not really anything significant to talk about. We can stare at gold, which I did all night. Really was trying to play gold against itself. Their algos are so good. It's like as soon as you see a pattern up, down, up, down, up, down, you're like, okay, it's down now. It's going to go back up. You buy. It slams to the floor. It's such a psychologically manipulated concept, Forex trading, that is. Let's pause here real quick. Overall algorithm, which gives us a sense of what is going on in the market. Right here it is. $367 of drawdown, dozen and a half trades, $146 closed overnight. Very low volume, very low. It reminds me of, I didn't show you guys this yesterday. I'll show you today. Nothing significant because there's no real movement, but we did have a closure in my, what I'm calling my, I'm using the one profitable pair feed, and I'm doing AutoHedge at a very high lot on a $10,000 account. And it's working fine, right? The idea behind that test, well, let's get into it when we get there. So I'm going to look at gold real quick on one of my accounts. And I'm not going to show you the account because you'll crap your pants. But I am going to look at the chart, and we'll zoom in a little bit here. You'll kind of get a sense. I am a degenerate gambler. I don't know if I've told you that. I added all of these trades right here. What's interesting is, let me see where I was doing this. I was basically watching this block of pricing right here. And I seen it ranging. I seen it pop up really hard on the green, come back and equal that movement on the red, and I expected, ignorantly, this. Didn't get it. It did this. Okay? So I entered a buy, a buy, a buy, a buy, and I believe there's one hedge inside there. Really thought this is what we were going to break out of. The moment you think that, it is literally designed to do this to you here, what I drew in this block. It will screw you. The real learning lesson here is you cannot play the game like that. I mean, I rolled the dice, right? I rolled the dice. You can't really play that game. All you can do is hedge and hold it. Now, I hedged and got out and hedged and got out and hedged. Just imagine me repeating that about 8 more times. And took some losses because I knew that this was going to be very profitable. And we went into another buy trade down here, did yet another buy trade. I'm like, beautiful. So if I close anything right now, I will lose the account. Here's what happens. You get yourself backed into a situation. It's just mathematics, but I was maintaining about a 300% margin level. That felt really good to me. I seen a hedge start to go negative that I had down at the bottom here because the price pulled back, and I got out at about a $500 loss. And here's what you don't know. The mathematics on that hedge were holding the entire account together. This thing went from a 400% margin level down to 87 just because I deleted a negative hedge. So mathematically, what needs to be done is, you, especially down this far, the currency pairs push this far, your margin level percent is this far. And really, I told you guys yesterday, I screwed up. I should have hedged so much earlier. Way, 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 way up. That's not even on the screen. You don't know that mathematics is holding the entire account together. It went from 400% margin level down to 87. And now I'm in a scenario where I can't move. If it pushes down, I'm protected. If it pushes up, I'm protected. But this is going to be a wash. And you got to be able to hold those mathematics together. That's why getting into and deleting hedges simply means this. You did it too late. You hedged too late. Because let's go to the previous area here. You're going to hedge here, and you're in and out taking losses. Then you're going to hedge here, and you're in and out taking losses. The place that the hedge needed to be was up here, and I didn't do it. It pushed all the way through this, pushed all the way down through this, and you can see where we're at. So now I'm in 100% a holding pattern. It's not a move I can make. Not a move I can make. All I can expect and hope for is an up push, because again, I'm still protected if I go down. I got enough hedges in here. I've got I think I've got 2 solid hedges in this area. It's a little jumbled up there on the screen, but just a massive dump for the end of the year. Just a correction. We've been going up all year. I mean, look at these prices. It was up 27.15, 27.20. Like that's pretty high. Maybe it was too high. Maybe the market didn't want to be that high. What's interesting is because, and this is something I've heard from the analysts or is it analyst? I don't know. Let's go with analyst. Is that people were buying gold to hedge against the shitty economy, and now that we have a new incoming president, they feel like that's reversed, so they're dumping their gold at the end of the year. Pretty simple, right? Gold's going to come back down to what might be a normal price. I don't know if it's going to do it right now, but they're certainly getting it close enough to where they want it to be. It's just dropped and dropped and dropped. And that's perfectly fine. However, with our trading style, that means you really got to focus and pay attention. I truly believe that the future of our system is the feed called one profitable pair at a very high lot size for your own risk. High to you. High meaning what you might not normally bid because of the auto hedge protection. Speaking of that, segue right into the tomorrow show, but they don't got the go, so you turn it off, you turn it on the radio don't seem to get the clicks. You say, hey man, let's go look at this account. Let's look at this one. I created this. It's purely a test, proof of concept. Created a $10,000 demo account. I am trading the one profitable pair feed. You can see it here, and I have a comment called OPP High Lot. 1.0 lot size is probably high for a $10,000 account. It's not high per se for my algorithm, and my algorithm and a $10,000 account will probably handle this really well. Where I have this set is I have an auto hedge that will come into play. It will do an equal and opposite trade at trade number 3. That's how I have it set right now. Now the actual OPP feed itself is getting auto hedge applied to it, and I believe I have it set a little bit higher, somewhere in the 4th, 5th trade, right? But I want to do proof of concept here. Is that from what I've seen, obviously hedging is a way to protect your account. It's the way to take a lot more risk that doesn't feel as risky. This could be an insanely profitable trade in this sense. The numbers would blow your mind, but I'm going to give these to you. Let's say we did this past year on that one pair that pretty much wrecked just about every account in the world, AUD/JPY. The bids on this, if it went that far, would be outrageous. However, the account would completely handle it because, assuming the hedge hung in there from trade 3 all the way down to trade 30, right? You could have a $10,000 account with a drawdown of $20,000, and in the end, a $10,000 account doubles itself in one trade. That's not a promise. It's just the concept of what could happen here because of the intelligence of trading high lot and also hedging it early enough. Auto hedging is not the ultimate holy grail of trading because price action will take out your hedge. And if you're not on top of it, you're in trouble. But we're traders. I was up most of the night playing the game with gold. And what's interesting is you learn so much by watching. I literally just lay there in bed and hold my mobile phone over top of me and watch it for hours. It gives you a level of intuition and understanding, and it's not going to happen quickly. I even learned something last night, right? Kind of like I was telling you. Don't get suckered into that channel and gamble on where it's going to break out from, because it's probably the opposite of what you just traded. You know, the direction of entry you just traded. So 10K account, one trade, a sell trade here at 1.00 lot size gives you a 4,600% margin level. These trades are going to hit your margin level hard. That's why it's like I might even be hedging too late if I'm saying I'm going to hedge trade 3. Here's the history. This doesn't really count because this was the first trade, and I'd already had a bunch of test trades in this account, so I think it kind of messed up the mathematics a little bit because it forced it to go into a hedge right away. So I just let it be. But here's what happened. So it took itself out of the hedge at break even, $5.60, and then this trade closed last night, this morning, at a $47 profit. Not a lot of profit for a sell trade at 1.0 or $10 per pip. So that means we didn't get quite 5 pips on that. It's okay. All the pairs are different. All the volume is different. You got to let it play out. You got to let it play out. I want to see this play out on a... Here's potentially what could happen, especially right now. Don't pay too much attention to the market right now. It is absolutely sideways. It's the holidays. Christmas is next week. Trading's probably done for the year, right? Other than, the... what do they call it? Is it the October surprise for the election? So we're getting the December surprise before Christmas, which is gold just being... There is no doubt. I watched the price action last night on gold, and it'd be like little teeny tiny candle on the hourly. Little teeny tiny candle, nothing. And then a huge candle all the way down. And then a huge one covering that all the way up. I'm like, that's not retail traders. That is pure Asian market. It was London market manipulation. London had opened at that point. It was past 3 a.m. Eastern time, 1 a.m. here where I'm at, Mountain time. So just pure manipulation. And they love it. It just suckers everybody in. The reason that the price that and just does this up and down is because they can see people. They can see the retail traders entering buys and entering sells and setting stop losses and setting take profits and all this stuff. And they're just like, zip up, take them out. Zip down, take them out. Zip up. So it's all this liquidity grab. They're just grabbing a bunch of money, and then they're going to send it in the direction they want to. We suspect it would be a return to some areas in the past, recent past, days, weeks, that have some fair market value gaps where they dumped so much money in, it moved the candle way down and the price has not returned to that. So that generally speaking is the big banks are in drawdown. But their liquidity drawdown, they got the money to hold the drawdown, right? Billions of dollars of drawdown, maybe trillions. And they got the money to move it down, to push it. They know exactly what they're doing. I do think they're waiting for some news that's coming up tomorrow and a little bit of news on Thursday. Tomorrow may be a big move on gold. It may be. Again, they wait for that news to move. They're just like liquidity grab. I don't know what they're going to do tonight. I don't know if they're going to move it lower. It would seem a little against any sort of norm, but it could move lower. At this point, I'm backed into a corner on my gold trades. I just got to let the price do what it's going to do. That's it. I really got no more control over it because I've exhausted all of my hedges and all of my orders, and it's just pushed against everything. It's against my buys. It's against my sells. It's fucking crazy. So this is looking good. This is feeling good. This is not a trade you should jump into. I know I'm revealing it on the screen. This is a test. You're going to see this account. I would imagine I'll probably double this account every month, given what I'm doing here, which I told you previously. Is there anything else I want to look at? There really isn't. Overall market sentiment it's slow. Happy Tuesday, December 17th. Christmas next week. End of the year coming up. It's happening fast. That's it. I will see you tomorrow, Wednesday, December 18th. And or see you in the group. Come on over to fxwithterry.com. Get in the free group and learn what we're doing. We're trading the market. Even if this is the first time you're seeing me. Oh, I don't know. This doesn't look good. This isn't great. There's just no volume in the market, and I call it like it is. So I'll see you then. Take care.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.